Hi, I'm Katie Gates. Welcome to the Whole Agenda, tips to help you live your very best life every day. So, thank you so much for joining me. And today I want to briefly talk about the opinions of others. And I want to give you some very, very clever advice. Ignore the opinions of others when it comes to yourself, because at the end of the day, someone else's opinion of you does not matter. The only thing that does matter is your opinion of you. What you think about yourself is the only thing that matters. Because when we sit and we listen to other people's opinions, we start to live other people's lives. So, for instance, if you're working a certain job or if you're trying to start a certain business or career and you have other people saying, well, you're not going to be good at that, or I don't think you're going to be good at that. You just don't seem to be the candidate or the person that can do good in that field, or I just don't see you there. I don't see you working that career or that job, or I just don't think you're going to be successful, honestly, because people will say those things. People truly let those things flow from their lips like it's their life. So when we hear things like that, we tend to take on the lives of others. We start to live for other people instead of ourselves. And that's very dangerous, because living for other people bring on a whole host of other things like depression and anxieties and sadness, chronic sadness, just unhappiness. You feel unfulfilled in life because you're living for others instead of living for yourself, or you're living the dream of others instead of living your own dream or going after your own dream. So it's very important to ignore the opinions of others when it has to do with you trying to live your best life. Now, if you're out there doing wrong things or things that you know aren't good for your life, and you have great people that have come into your atmosphere and they're trying to tell you, hey, I think you need help, or hey, I don't think this is working, and you can literally see and feel that they're not working, then I'm not telling you to ignore opinions like that. I'm telling you to ignore opinions that are coming to you trying to stop you from being the very best person that you can be. We all experience that. If you have not, I pray that you do not, but most likely you probably will. And so when that happens, find the strength within, because we all have strength. We all have that inner strength within. Find the strength, the courage to say no. To say, no, I'm not listening to the opinions of others. I'm going to listen to what I want to do. I'm going to listen to this burning fire down within me that's telling me that I should be doing this, or I should be going here, or I should be, going to this school, or this is the job or the career that I want to go after, or this is, who I know that I'm meant to be with. So it's very important that we don't listen to the negative opinions of others. Do the right thing, whether that's physically, emotionally, spiritually, biblically. Do the right thing, but don't let someone else's opinions of yourself stop you from being the very best person that you can be. Because oftentimes people will come into our lives sharing their opinions with a purpose and a plan to stop yours. They have a purpose and a plan to stop your purpose and your plan by sharing their negative opinions. Oh, that is so good. They have a purpose and a plan to stop your purpose and your plan that's going to help you live your very best life. So it's very important that we use wisdom. We pray about the opinions of when someone comes to us and they want to share their opinions. It's important that we pray about it, but don't take things like that with a grain of salt. I've had people tell me, well, especially when I was growing up, you need to go to the military. So and so is doing this and that, and you need to do this, and you'll at least you'll be out of here. You need to go into the military. I heard that a lot when I was growing up. And it wasn't from my mother or my father's. It was from surrounding people trying to live their life through me. And I'm sure they had their, my best interest at heart, I hope. But they just kept, you need to go into the military, or you need to do this, or you need to do that, instead of saying, what is it that you want to do? And how can I help you get there? Because I figure if you're going to bring me your opinions about me, I'm expecting you to have a solution. I'm expecting you to help me do better or get there if I'm not there yet. Because obviously you've sat around and you've thought about it up here. You've marinated in it somewhere. Because for anybody to bring you their opinions of you, they've had to sit and marinate in it. They've had to sit and watch you and try and figure you out. When people do things like that, it's very, very dangerous to listen to their opinions of you. So that's why I'm urging you to ignore the opinions of others when it comes to yourself, if they are not going to help you live your very best life. Because there's a lot of opinions out there that cause people to go down the wrong path. They were going up and then they spiral down because their self-esteem or their belief in self may not be there yet. So they start off walking the path that they feel inside that they should be walking, but then they allow someone else's opinion to come in and knock them right back down. So we have to be very careful when someone comes running to our ear, feeding us different things about us as if we don't know ourselves. We have to be very careful when people try and sit and figure you out, because that may mean that there's something emotionally and spiritually wrong with that person. So we have to truly think about those things. We have to, and it's very sad, but we have to. I just want to encourage you that if someone has ran to you or, has told someone else their opinion of you, ignore it. Find the courage and the strength within to ignore it and to keep walking the walk that you're walking, to keep going after the goals that you're going after. Keep doing what it is that you know you should be doing to become your best self. A lot of people don't like that. A lot of people are comfortable seeing you not being your best self. Because for some reason, people feel as though if she is trying to advance, she's going to advance over me. Or if he is trying to move forward, he's going to get there before I get there. And sadly, that's just the nature of the thing. That's why it's very important to know who you are, because no matter what you see, no matter what people say, no matter what people do, purposely and maybe not on purpose, you're going to be able to handle it because you know yourself. You know the path that you're supposed to be walking on. And no matter what comes your way, you're going to get there. It reminds me something of my mama said. She said, leave no stone unturned. What she meant by that was to just do it. If you want to do it, go after it, do it, and don't let anyone else stop you. Especially if you know it's something great. If you know you're going after something that's not going to hurt anyone, something great, something that's going to be able to help those around you, do it. Even when that person is saying, oh, you'll never make it. Oh, she thinks she's this or he thinks he's that. It's not going to work. I can bet you money it won't work. Oh, she's moving too fast. She's growing too fast. Oh, if she's growing too fast, something else must be behind that. Because those that grow too fast, we've heard that before. So it's a lot of things out there that will try and come and hinder you. Now, some things are great. Like I said before, if it's an opinion to help you live your very best life, take it. Truly look at the man in the mirror. And if it's something that you know you need to change it. We all have to do mirror work. We all have to look in the mirror at self instead of judging others and being opinionated all the time. It's important that we look at self. We do the mirror work because it's important. And we can do the mirror work, look at ourselves before we look at anyone else. We're not going to be sitting around judging other people. We're not going to be sitting around being worried about what he's doing over there or what she's doing over there, because we're focused on what we need to be doing. So those opinions are out there. We have both good opinions and bad opinions when it comes to self, when it comes to what other people think about ourselves. So just use wisdom when those opinions come running to you, because they will. I can guarantee you they will. If they have not, like I said, I pray not, but I'm sure that they will at some point in your life. Just remember, when they do, use wise judgment. Wise judgment. Check to see if it's a God thing. Because I often say, when people can run to people with their opinions, when people can run to you, this is how you know you're in a very dangerous boat, right? If people feel comfortable running to you with opinions of others, there's something wrong. That means that the respect level that should be there is not there. If people can't look at you and see the respect before they come to you with an opinion of someone else, we need to check ourselves. We need to look in the mirror and say, something is not right. People are way too comfortable running to me, telling me about this person, or running to me, giving me their opinions on what that person is doing. There's something very wrong. They may see you as a friend, family member, acquaintance, whatever, but deep down that respect level is not there. So don't allow yourself to be put in that boat. If that does happen, check yourself, and don't be afraid to look in the mirror. Don't be afraid to change things. I do it all the time. I like the cold, hard truth. Give it to me. Because I think it's important, because when we can get the truth, and when we can swallow truth, as my mother would say, when we can swallow truth, we can change for the better. Because the goal is to be, or to become, your very best self. So I hope that this has helped you like it has helped me. If you know someone that it can help, please share the content, pass it along. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can make sure you get all of my notifications when I upload new videos. I try and upload new videos every Wednesday. Sometimes there's this thing called life that step in, kind of get in the way, but my goal is to upload new videos each Wednesday. So the content is very valuable. Drop me a comment. I love the feedback. Also, I have a platform on Facebook at The Good Poetess, and on Instagram at The Good Poetess, or you can look me up by Katie Gates. So follow me, come over there, join my community. Check out some of my poetry. Check out my book, The Good Poet. You're going to love it. If you don't own it, please get it. It will truly, truly speak to you. Get the book and allow it to speak to you. So thank you all so much for joining me. I love you. Have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed day. Bye.